Anyways, I started following this woman on Instagram. Her title is Useless Farm Animals.
Okay.
And she has all these, like, emos and, is that what they're called? Emos, the birds? Emus. She has these emos and, like, chickens and llamas and stuff like that. Or maybe they're not llamas. What are the other things that are...
Alpacas?
Yes. I think she has some alpacas.
Maybe the one in Napoleon Dynamite is an alpaca, too. I'm not sure.
Anyways, there is this emu that she has, Karen.
Oh, I follow her, too. We have a love-hate relationship.
And Karen, like, attacks this woman every day.
Yes.
Oh, my God. She's so funny.
Yeah, I love it.
But I think the lady is very funny. I don't know what her name is, but I think she's hilarious. And then
she is.
She said the other day that Michael, which is one of the llamas, was wanting to play hide and seek, and he kept hiding behind these, like, little stick trees, and she would see, like, his whole body. Oh my God, I think she's hilarious.
She is. I love her.
Yeah, and then she makes little bonnets for Karen. Have you seen Karen in the bonnet? Anyways.
Yeah. She had one where Karen was...
biting her neck.
Well, Karen was, like, holding her head right here.
After she bit her neck.
Yes.
Yeah, she had, like, skin, and then she, like...
Yes.
Came down. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Anyways.
Anyways.
I wasn't going to bring her up, but you guys brought up Napoleon Dynamite.
And Tina. It was their llama or alpaca. I can't remember which one it was.
Okay. So you have some exciting news to talk about. The floor is all yours.
I don't remember the exciting news now.
You met a local Cleveland celebrity.
Oh, yes. Well, he doesn't live here.
But he's from here.
Yes.
He was born here.
So
I don't know where he lives now, probably New York.
I was sick last week.
Yeah.
And I had to go to the doctor because I didn't have a voice.
Right.
And so I went down to Cleveland Clinic. And
I was wondering where you were. You were at Cleveland Clinic?
Yeah, I was at main campus.
Oh, okay.
And because I had this.
Yeah, we know the neck surgery.
I went to my ENT, and luckily it was just a virus. He said it just needs to run its course. Blah blah blah. Told me not to talk for up to 10 days.
And did you not talk?
To let it. Well.
I mean, I so didn't trust that you were not going to talk.
Well, I tried my best not to talk.
Okay.
Except when I was outside after the appointment.
Yeah, so you were texting me the whole time. You were like, the doctor said it's a virus. I can't talk for 10 days. I'm like, damn it, I wanted to record or do something this weekend.
Right.
And then you then sent me a text, Dr. Oz is here.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dr. Oz? Like the real Dr. Oz?
Yeah. So we were waiting for our car. We valeted, and we were waiting for our car, and he was standing there, and he was doing a recording. Like, he was doing a video recording.
Like a live feed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you, because you sent me a picture.
Yeah. So, of course, I was polite and didn't interrupt his recording.
That would have been the perfect time to advertise our podcast.
Absolutely not. That would have been rude. So I waited politely for him to be done. And I walked up to him, and I had a voice for just that moment. It was meant to be. Mm-hmm. I had a voice for just that moment, and I walked up to him, and I had made sure to get our business card out.
Of course.
And I said, "Hi, Dr. Oz." I said, "I don't know how long you're going to be in Cleveland, but we have a podcast all about fun things to do in Cleveland." He said, "Well, thank you very much." He said, "I'm not going to be in Cleveland for very long, but I definitely will check out your podcast." And he took my phone, and we took a picture together, and he told me I had a beautiful smile, and he went on his way. Aww. And I had a mask on, because I was there because I was not feeling well. And he asked me to take the mask down so we could take the picture together. And he was very, very pleasant, very nice.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
You know how celeb crazy I get.
Yes, I know.
I showed people all day at my work. I showed them your picture of Dr. Oz.
Oh, I was showing people too, and I'm like, I'll wait for you to tell me who that is.
Oh, the people at your work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Do
I'd
people
send it
not
to
know?
people. Some people are like, I know, should know who that is. And then they're like, oh my gosh, that is Dr. Oz, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Because people don't expect you to have a picture with a celebrity.
No, they don't. Not
So-
the Cleveland Clinic.
Right.
Yeah, that was perfect timing for you.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he follows. And if you're listening, Dr. Oz, we say hello.
Yes, and thank you for your kindness and taking a picture with me and everything. So, yes.
Yes. And speaking of celebrities, we are kind of hitting celebrity status.
Yes. Woohoo!
So I wanted you to read an email. I have it pulled up here for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So we got an email from the founder of FeedSpot, and he said, I would like to personally congratulate you as your podcast, Heidi and Tony Explore Cleveland, has been selected by our panelists as one of the top 10 Ohio food podcasts on the web. You can change your logo or profile pic on your podcast. It's the current one that is up there. I personally give you a high five and want to thank you for your contribution to this world. This is the most comprehensive list of the top 10 Ohio food podcasts on the internet, and I'm honored to have you as part of this. So, and it says, please feel free to reach out with any questions.
Yes.
So we, the link was included in the email, so when I clicked on the link, we're actually number 2 on that list of top 10.
I know, that's so exciting.
It is very exciting.
Because we've been on the FeedSpot list of top 30 Cleveland podcasts.
Yes.
And usually we are anywhere from 12 to 14.
Yeah, 11. Sometimes we hit 11 as well.
And currently we're at 12.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just think this is so exciting.
It is very exciting.
It really is.
Yes, Matt.
I feel weird that we're labeled a food podcast.
But we have reviewed several restaurants in the area. I mean, we have reviewed, and even our first year, we did half adventure, half food. Like, we did the adventure before the break, and then we took a break, and then we did a food lunch thing after. So we have done several local Cleveland restaurants. Like, we weren't going to Applebee's or...
No, exactly. And even today, we're going to be talking about our Cavaliers adventure, going to the Cleveland Cavs game, and we're going to talk about some of the venues inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Well, and we went to Harry Buffalo before.
Absolutely.
So, we do talk about Cleveland food all the time.
Yes.
I mean, Nuevo, I fell down the steps in Nuevo, so...
Yes. Not at Nuevo. It was outside.
Sorry, yes. But also, we have talked about different event spaces, and we bring places back up again, over and over again.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
our second episode was Masthead Brewing.
Right.
And that was just a Masthead in and of itself. We didn't even do a double there. So, I don't know why I brought up Masthead, but just because we do like to talk about local Cleveland things.
We do.
Great Lakes Brewing Company. And then there was that period of time where we did all of like West 25th. We did Nano Brew, we did Brightside.
Right.
And how many times have we mentioned Westside Market?
Wrong with Westside Market.
Right. So anyways, I'm super excited about this because I think it's because of all of our hard work that we put into this.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So it's
It is
off.
wonderful. So, and we just got that email yesterday. So.
Yeah, you're the email person, so I didn't even read it.
Yeah.
She came and said, "Did you realize we got an email about this?"
Well, because I sent Heidi the FeedSpot list showing that we were number 2 on that list.
And I was super excited because for a while we have been on the list for a while. You discovered by Googling us. I don't know what episode that was a long time ago that you had mentioned you Googled us and all this stuff had come up, and you had found us in the top 30 of Cleveland podcasts. And we always mentioned, which I think is honorable to mention for us, number 1 is the newscast, like something to do with like morning news or a morning show, something of that nature. And then from like 2 to 10 are Cavs,
they're all
Guardians,
sports related.
or Browns.
Everything else between that newscast and us, everything else is sports related.
They are. Yeah. So we're like the top like entertainment of that 30. So, and I think that that's pretty commendable as well. But for a while we had our old logo, our original logo and our original name before our name change. And this actually has more of an updated.
Yes.
We're more updated on this list now.
Yes, we are.
So I'm super excited about that as well.
Yeah. It
is really exciting.
It's very exciting.
Yes, and I think that's because we do a good job.
I think we do too.
Yep.
Up and coming.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, and then you want to mention about the air show? Anything you want to say about the air show?
So, the Boy Scout troop that my boys were in. I've talked about this for as long as we've been doing the podcast.
You have.
We always worked at the air show, volunteered we worked at the air show. The troop earned some commission off of working at the air show. So we would volunteer to work at the air show so that the troop would get the commission. This year, that did not happen because we could not get enough volunteers.
Yeah.
I cried.
I know, it was very upsetting to you.
It was very upsetting to me, because last year we lost a very, very important member of the troop. Mm-hmm. And when that happened, I said, I will volunteer at the air show for as long as I am physically able.
Right, I remember you pledging that.
And then we had to stop because we couldn't get the volunteers to do it anymore. Anyways, so the troop itself had been volunteering for over 30 years.
Oh wow.
Yes. At the air show. So it's the end of an era.
Yeah.
I have been doing it since my now 28-year-old son was 11.
Wow.
So, I just ask that if you see a Boy Scout troop that's selling popcorn, I get that the popcorn is expensive, but it really does help those boys out. If you're able to purchase the popcorn, please purchase it. 33% of the purchase goes to the National Scouts. 33% goes to the people who make the product. 33% goes to the local Boy Scout Association, and then the other 33% goes to the troop. So if you could just support your local Boy Scout troops, that would be a lot. It really is great for these boys, and
I think it is too. I think it's a good organization. It's been around for a very long time.
Yes.
And I know that's very near and dear to your boys in your heart. So, and when we were at the Guardians game, we saw a little Boy Scout in a young man, very younger boy. He was in his uniform.
He was actually a Cub Scout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he was
It's
younger.
the same organization, Boy Scouts. They're Cub Scouts before they become Boy Scouts. But yes, it's the same organization. They sell popcorn as well. So,
But was he getting to do something?
so she said that they all planned on going, as a troop, a Cub Scout pack, actually, they're packs.
Okay.
Just to go and have the experience.
Okay.
So, since I believe it was Kids Day that day.
Right.
So, yeah. it was nice to see that, because sometimes at events like the Cavs games or Guardians games, sporting events, the kids can go in and be the color guard for the flag.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if those kids had done anything.
Yeah, they
on
were
the
not
field.
there that day for that.
Okay.
But they had gone just to experience the game.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I know that made you feel good. So we are here to talk about the Cavs.
Yeah.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
We went to a game.
We did. We actually went to a game earlier in the year.
Yes, when they were in the playoffs.
Right. But by the time this was going to drop, the season was going to have been over. So we wanted to wait to kind of publish this when closer to the home opener.
Right.
So, but I kind of wanted to mention a little bit too that I've been watching this show on Max now about the rise of the Lakers. And one of the reasons why I wanted to bring it up is because, well, first of all, I don't know a lot about sports history, as I've mentioned before. But it was very interesting to me, and this is a drama. It's a drama based on actual events, kind of like The Crown. But it talked about how the Lakers were the ones who brought on, like, the dance teams and the mascots and the courtside entertainment and all of those kinds of things that happen at Lakers games. And that's one of the reasons why I actually love going to a Cavs game, because I think Cavs games are so much fun. I think that it is just nonstop entertainment. Even, of course, when the men are on the court, that's entertainment in and of itself. But then, like, when there's commercial breaks or half times or any of those kinds of things, like, they have got so much entertainment and so much energy out on the court that I just think those games are so much fun to get into.
Oh, I agree.
So,
Absolutely.
and I had no idea that it all kind of where it all had started and all of the history behind that. So,
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
yeah. It's actually a pretty interesting story with how the man who bought the Lakers at the time, and he just was pushing for the big players, and he was pushing for, he just wanted somehow to get more ticket sales in. And it seems like they were the ones too that were pushing for events in the venue when there weren't Laker games and things like that, to try and get revenue and stuff for the sport and for the stadium and all of that kind of stuff. So I just found all of that to be a little interesting. But the Lakers dance team was founded by Paula Abdul. I knew she was a dancer. I didn't realize that she was the original, or according to this drama on Max, she was kind of the one that they founded. Because they were originally starting to go with cheerleaders, but it wasn't LA enough. It wasn't sexy enough.
Sure.
And then they tried to go to dancers, but then they were getting more jazz dancers or can dancers, or just more traditional.
Yeah.
And then they had kind of found Paula Abdul, and she ended up being head choreographer. And anyways, it was pretty interesting. So, but yeah, that whole courtside entertainment, I just love all of that energy that is brought to at a Cavs game.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
It was really fantastic.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know we talked about this in the Monsters game, but it still baffles my mind that they transform these stadiums or arenas. They transform these arenas within so many hours for either hockey or basketball, and it's,
Well, and I didn't realize that the ice is always there.
yeah. I didn't either.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Like, I've actually been to concerts at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and we've been on the floor with our seats.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that there was ice underneath me.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel cold or anything, which is weird to me.
Well, I think they put that layer of...
Yeah, they put like a foam probably
Yeah.
layer and then the court, but I don't know. Then I would think that the ice would melt. I don't know how it all works,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then that whole transformation from one game to the next. So I just thought all of that was so interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I brought up the monsters, but the monsters do play there. And when we were looking around on the website today, we were kind of reminded of that.
Oh, yeah, because they have a lot of stuff on the Cavaliers website about the monsters as well.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, the home opener this year. Are you cold? Speaking of being cold.
I feel like I have a hair on my arm.
Oh. The home opener this year is October 27th against, what does that say? The Thunder. Who are the Thunder? I don't know who the Thunder is.
I want to say it's Oklahoma City.
Oh, is it? Maybe ticket or go to schedule.
I'll go here.
Okay. Oh, Oklahoma City.
I know a little bit more than Heidi.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thunder, Oklahoma.
Sure.
Sure it does.
Yeah, because Tornado Alley.
Okay.
How do you know that? But you couldn't piece together Thunder in Oklahoma.
Well, because it thunders everywhere. Thunder's here. And also, I just don't know much about basketball, unfortunately. But you know what I was thinking is these tickets, they do those like mini season packages. And I think some of these sound like they would be fun. So if we wanted to go to more games, is what I'm trying to say. Of course, they do have single seats available, and they are about $35 a piece and up.
Marking shit off. Marking stuff off.
Why?
As you're talking about it. Because you wanted to jump over here.
Oh, I forgot. Should we? Okay. Well, so you can buy single seats available starting at $35 and up, and they are on sale now. You can buy a full season of membership, which there is a wait list for.
Yeah.
We couldn't even find information on it. You had to fill out the form for the wait list.
Yeah, so we don't even know how much that is.
But then they have the half season membership, and that's 21 events and an average about $27 a ticket. You can buy 2 tickets, and it's around $1,128. Starting at. There's quarter membership, which is 11 events at starting at $646. So yeah, I thought that maybe that's something that we can look into, or I don't know.
Well, you want the premium membership.
Which is what?
These lounges.
Oh yeah, those are the ones I want. They are the ones that I want. They were pretty spectacular looking on the website.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's no pricing for those either, so...
What comes with food and game and entertainment and...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go over those?
Well, they have the Signature Lounge, which you didn't write anything about. Obviously, she doesn't care about the Signature Lounge. The Chairman's Club, which is the courtside level. The Court Club.
That's the one these are the ones I started to get into.
Yes. The court club is the one that Heidi wants to.
Well, because first of all, it looks like a court in there. The floor is the same flooring as the court side, and it is courtside seating, isn't it? Level.
It's located near the players' underground garage parking. And it's a beer garden inspired atmosphere.
I told Tony when we were writing that down that I would probably be arrested if I went into those seats.
Yes.
Because I'm such a celebrity stalker.
She is. She'll hide behind a curtain just to...
I would totally love that.
Yeah, I know. We don't have the money for it. Then there's the Legends Club, which...
I feel like if we had enough people to donate, or like to buy, not to donate, excuse me, if we had enough people to buy tickets... I mean,
we're accepting donations too.
But if we had enough people to each buy their own ticket, we might be able to swing it.
I think the tickets are probably out of our price range as well.
Okay.
We don't make any money yet, remember?
Yes. Okay.
Then we have Legends Club, which is Cavs and Hockey Legends. Has a private theater with box seating that overlooks the Arena Bowl.
Yes, and that sounded pretty amazing too.
Yeah.
So that probably is available for Monsters game too.
We don't know. You would have to check the Monsters website.
Okay.
And then Champions Club, which celebrates the 2016 NBA Championship and the Monsters Calder Cup Championship. And there's 3 seating options with lounge boxes, club boxes, and lounge seating.
Yes.
So they're yeah. Those look phenomenal.
They do. You should go on the website and check them out. Totally.
Yeah.
Yes. But we sat with your work.
Yeah, so we got tickets through work, and it was actually Autism Awareness night, and we went to the Hairy Buffalo first.
We did.
For dinner.
We did.
So,
yes.
What did you have when we went to the Hairy Buffalo?
I think I had wings or something.
Appetizer?
Yeah.
I had soup. I'm not sure why I only had soup.
And
pretzels. I ate pretzels.
Yeah. Because I think you had come from your nephew's wedding.
Oh, yeah. I drove in from Indiana.
Yeah.
Like literally that day.
Mm-hmm.
I unpacked the car and Heidi picked me up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
So we went to Hairy Buffalo.
Yeah.
We went to the upstairs where I think they had reservations or something up there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because there was a lot of people up there.
Yeah, it was our whole finance department, so...
And there was a full bar up there.
Yeah, and bathrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We got locked into the one bathroom stall at Hairy Buffalo.
I think we both did.
That's why I said we.
Heidi...
Not together. But I remember saying to you, don't go into the one stall.
And I did.
Yeah.
And she had to, punch it to get me out.
Yeah, because it, stuck a little bit.
Oh, it was great.
Mm-hmm. Did I ever tell you about the time that I got locked in the outdoor bathroom? You know that...
you did, I think.
You know how gas stations have those outdoor ones with the keys? This is partially my fault, but Paul and I were leaving from Boston. We actually left the Sam Adams Brewery, where I had sampled a lot of Sam Adams. And then we decided we were going to drive home. He didn't really drink much, but he was driving.
Is this when you first started dating?
Yeah.
Oh, and he didn't know about you and you're having to use the bathroom every 10 minutes?
So, anyways, we pulled off a highway, and it took forever. Here's also something that I would like. When you are pulling up a highway and it says like bathroom, like a Shell station or something, it should say how many miles in which direction, because it doesn't always say that on those signs. Anyway, so we were driving, and we pulled over. I don't know what the gas station was, but we pulled over, and I probably should have gotten a key. That was probably my first mistake. But the door, I saw that the door was open. So I like jumped out of the car and I ran in and I shut the door. Well, the door was not plumb. And it was like metal and it stuck. It like stuck. And I didn't have my phone. You know, I just was worried about like, I was really gonna just use the restroom and come right out. I was in there forever. I was like banging on the door. I was like, my leg was like propped up trying to pry it open. I literally could not get this door open. I don't know what happened, but eventually it gave. It gave way. And I was like, why were you not coming to look for me? Like, I thought that I was in there so long. Like, I thought for sure he would come find me. But anyways, that bathroom door it was not closed properly.
You know what I can imagine is you with the door handle and both your feet on the wall trying to get there.
I think that's how it was. I think that's exactly what I was trying to like. And I heard people outside. I heard people outside and I was pounding on the door really hard. Anyways, so now I will never go to one of those. I only go into like a McDonald's or somewhere where like
you can go inside. And somebody can hear your screams.
Yes. I thought I was going to be in there forever. And it was not the nicest of bathrooms.
It was a gas station. What did you expect?
Hey, there are some good... I've never been to a Pilot that had a bad bathroom.
And also Shells. I think Shells, like the Shell on 82 and 71, I think that one is... I go to that one all the time. Okay. So... Yes, there are some really good ones. Those Shells they're spacious. The stalls are spacious.
Pilot
they're always
too.
Clean.
Pilot has the Pilot.
Yeah, I think the Shell by you. I've stopped at that one before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, I got stuck in that bathroom. But back to Harry Buffalo. This wasn't as dramatic, and it was inside, like how I was saying, like at a McDonald's or something.
Yes.
So, and there was a lot of women coming in and out. So I think we were just trying to like pass on the message that it just was the door stuck a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually have that in my notes about that bathroom's door. So we must have wanted to warn people. So, but yeah, going up to the upstairs Harry Buffalo, I thought that was fun. It was a nice little pregame situation that we had going on.
It was, and then we all left together and walked over to
Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
I almost said Progressive Field.
Yes. And I remember specifically when we had walked over, we were paying attention to parking lots. Because we parked in the garage, which we now have mentioned several times. But this was the first time we parked in that garage. Mm-hmm. It was $20. You and I were walking around from the garage to Harry Buffalo and back to Rocket Mortgage, and we saw $60
Yeah, because you can
parking
park
lots
right across the street. You can park,
There's several places.
Very close, easily accessible, but they're a lot of money.
Right.
So, yes, it takes a long time to get out of that garage.
Especially if you're on the top floor and it's a full game.
And that was the case.
Yeah, because it was, like you said, it was I don't know if it was a playoff game or it was like they had already cinched the playoffs when we had went.
It was a playoff game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, people were there.
And so it was full. We had to park way up. But anyways, so it took us a long time to get out of that garage that night.
Yeah.
So yes, if you want to pay the $60 to park in a lot that you're going to get out of faster than that garage, go right ahead.
Right.
I'll wait in traffic.
I probably had to pee again before we got out.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
But here's what I always do, and I remember doing that night, is I always back into my spot. too. I think it makes it
Yes.
so much easier to get out of those parking garages. And it helps to make the traffic flow a little bit better too.
You know what really, really, really annoys me?
What?
And
People backing in?
No.
Oh.
People honking their horns in that garage.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to move any faster.
Maybe they just were celebrating the win.
I don't think that's the case.
And they did win, but no.
Anyways.
That is so annoying.
It is annoying. I agree with you.
It hurts my ears.
It hurts everybody's ears.
Makes me so angry.
Should we take a break? Did we talk about all the stuff that's on this page?
Yes.
Okay, so I think we should take a break.
I think we should take a break too.
No, I didn't talk about my contribution to the air show. But that's fine.
You didn't do anything.
Yes, I did. I went to a rooftop condo in Cleveland.
That was not any kind of contribution. That was for your... We didn't do that yet.
I'm just moving it.
You didn't need to move it.
Yeah,
See?
You didn't.
See what you did?
I'm sorry, I'm being
Put it back where it was.
If you could just be the intern and hold it up, like I've asked you to do several times.
I'm not gonna hold it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Toasters and waffles.
Helicopters and boats.
We are
We
going
will-
to take a break.
We will be back after these messages from our sponsor, the Cooper Foundation.
Everyone needs a helping hand from time to time. Families that have children with special needs need it more than most. That's where we come in. The Cooper Foundation. In 2015, Craig and Christine Cooper decided it was time to lend that helping hand. Having a daughter with autism, the Coopers wanted to help families that didn't qualify for assistance. Over the last 8 years, we've provided funding for communication devices, summer camps, and other items these children need. The Cooper Foundation continues year after year to extend our reach in the community. We have many projects on the horizon, including our annual fundraisers and our ADA-compliant playground project. Our dedication to children and young adults is something special. For more information, please visit thecoopfoundation.com.
All right, welcome back. We were at the Cavs game.
Is that where we were?
Yes. This is like the first break where you haven't called your dad or your sister.
Shit, my sister's at work.
Oh.
I should have called my dad. Let me call him.
Nope, it's too late. We're already rolling.
Alright, welcome home. We were back after the second break.
I can call him now. He could be on the podcast.
Oh, I meant to ask you. Jackie wants to know if she can be on here and talk about Kris Kringle's Emporium. She's taking her nieces and nephews to the Kris Kringle thing. Okay.
Sorry, Jackie.
She wanted to know if she could come on and talk about her experience.
We don't have guests.
That's true. But she is doing all those business cards for us.
Okay. I understand that. But do you know how many people we've had ask?
We should move on because I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, don't put me on the spot if we don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on. Okay.
Did you want to talk about the mascots?
Yes, because I was talking about all of that high energy, and part of that high energy comes from the mascots that they have.
It does. And I wanted to point out that our seats were like way up in the top. And they
But
had...
we were still like center court, weren't we? I think we were close to center court.
We were, because the big screens were right there.
Yeah.
So, but still, I wanted to talk about the fact that there were people up there, like, you know, down at the bottom on the floor, they're throwing t-shirts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They came up in that high...
To our sections.
And we're doing that up in our section and getting us going, getting the crowd going up there as well.
The mascots and part of the dance teams were doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Way up there.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's really great that they do that.
Yeah, they didn't forget about us little people.
No, I agree. I thought that was awesome because they do have the t-shirt cannons that like shoot the t-shirts into the crowd.
Yes.
But they had people came up and they just kind of were like actually throwing them in our section. Yeah, I agree. I think that helps to keep us from not feeling left out.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You know, one of the games that I went to a couple years ago, I sat on the ends, like where the baskets are on the ends of the court.
Yeah.
And, pardon me, I don't know what the actual term is for that, but they had are they called thunder sticks, or they had on those sections the rally sticks.
Yeah.
What are those called?
I don't remember.
But they have they make noise and they get you. I thought
and they're
that
colored,
was,
so
yeah.
when the opposite team is throwing a free throw, you're trying to distract
I thought those
them.
were so fun when
Yeah.
I was sitting in that section too. So I think they try and do something for every section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool that they came up that far just to
Have us feel included.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I totally agree. I really enjoy all of the basketball energy. I know I said it before, but I just think it's just so much fun to go to those games. They go by so quick. And really, I just don't understand. Those men move for a very long time. They just back and forth.
They do, and they don't, you know, there's only 5 guys from our team on the court at a time.
Right.
But it looks like a lot more, number one. And you know, they're switching in and out.
Yeah.
Players. But yeah, it's
It's
a
very
lot of work.
intense. Yeah.
It is a lot of work.
It is. Yeah. Excuse me. So, our mascots are Moondog. Everybody loves Moondog.
Yeah, he's adorable. How can
He is adorable. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He does a lot of fun antics. He is a great mascot. He's beloved by fans. And I think he's been out to other promotions and things that the Cavs have done.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. He's definitely well known. And then the other mascot that they have is Sir Cece,
Yes.
who's a Cavalier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's kind of fun to hang out with too. So he can be seen at every home game. It says meet him. Let's see what it says. Oh no. Took us right out of the thing. Woo! Oh, he's been a Cavalier fan since 1970 and 1971 season. And I think that's when the Cavs first came on, didn't they? I thought I wrote that down. Yeah. Opened in 1970. So he's like an original mascot.
Wow.
Can be seen at every home game, cheering on and energizing the fans.
And you can request Sir Cece for your event.
For our 50th.
Our 50th what?
Birthdays.
Oh, I was like, we already
No,
did
we
our
could
50th episode.
we could request them for our 50th birthdays.
Okay, put it on the list.
Sir
we need to
Cece.
start. You need to start taking notes for our 50th
I
birthday.
know. And I know. It seems so far away, but it's gonna be here soon.
It is going to be here soon.
Yeah.
Like we're already halfway to our 48th.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to go back though, because is Moondog? Oh, how do we find
No.
enter Entertainment.
There you go.
Can we request Moondog?
Ooh, go back up. Oh, never mind. Book Moondog today.
Oh, we could do Moondog too.
Wow. Look at that. See, look at the things you can find out by going to the Cavaliers website.
His appearance fees start at $500 per hour.
All right, we're going to start taking donations now for our 50th birthday party. Please go to Heidi and Tony Explore Cleveland. Oh, no, it's...
ExploringClevelandHT@gmail.com.
Yes, that's our
Website.
no, that's our email.
Yeah, our website is exploringclevelandwithheidiandtony.com.
Yes.
It's available through the link tree. Due to high volume of requests, we are not able to honor all requests.
I mean, but, you know.
For the celebrities, he'll come by.
So all I'm saying is we're taking donations. Send us an email if you would like to donate.
Yeah. I wonder if he has like a minimum appearance time.
I mean, we would
or we could just do like $500.
We'll see.
Here's your check. Each do $250.
We're taking donations. We're planning a very large. Anybody who donates will be invited to our birthday party.
I already say they're all invited, but
you can't. We need a larger space then.
Okay. Anyways,
we
more
can't
to
do
come.
the Great Lakes then.
More to come. So yeah.
We're gonna have to have separate birthday. I mean, like separate locations on separate days, at separate times to invite everybody. We're gonna have several birthday
We gotta
parties.
work out the details.
If we have enough money to rent out all of Cleveland.
No, we're gonna work out the details. I promise.
Well, you'll have to RSVP.
Oh yeah, black tie affair.
Oh, for sure. No, let's do it. I will. I want to dress up.
We can dress up. Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
I just was saying like maybe we shouldn't require our guests to. But
Oh no, you guys don't have to. Dress how you want. Do what makes you comfortable.
With clothing, please.
yes, you have to wear clothes.
I mean, you have to legally wear clothes.
legally?
Yeah.
I know, just kidding. I'm literally just kidding. Okay, so other entertainment venues that they have, or excuse me, other entertainment that they have.
Yeah.
They have other entertainment. I wanted to call them something else. Teams, because some of them are teams.
Yeah.
That make this so energetic and high fun. And this really doesn't even include, they do have that announcer guy too, who announces things, and then they bring like contests and like people from the stands down and...
Yeah. Well, and this stuff goes on. I mean, there's stuff going on while the game is going on as well.
Yeah. So they have the Cavaliers dance team, which probably are most familiar, at least for me. That was the most familiar,
yeah.
the Cavaliers dance team. But they also have the Scream team, which is a dance crew of animated street-style hip-hoppers. Is that who we saw the night we were there, or did we see the Golden Oldies?
We saw several.
Okay.
So yes, we saw the Scream team.
Okay, so they're hip-hop dancers, gravity-defying breakdancing stunts.
We saw them.
Then there's the 216 Sticks. This is my first time remembering that this team exists.
Yeah. I didn't know that they existed.
So they are a very highly talented rhythmic pounding drum line using buckets, trash cans, or anything that can help the body moving a beat.
Yeah. So I don't think we saw them that night.
No, I don't either. But they sound fun.
That does sound very fun.
Yeah, it sounds like Stomp. Did you ever see the show Stomp?
Yeah, I saw parts of it on TV, but I never actually saw it.
That's kind of what their style
Yes.
is. All right, then they have the Pogaliers.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. We didn't see them either.
No, we did not see them. They are a group of incredible athletes who will be throwing down flips and performing incredible tricks on extreme pogo sticks.
That sounds like a sight to see.
That sounds like I would break my leg, my arm, my hip, and everything else. Probably my neck.
And that's probably why you're not on the team. Do not audition for that team.
I would never. Have you ever tried to use a pogo stick?
Yeah, I have.
I never used a pogo stick, but I don't know if you remember when we were growing up, they had the pogo balls.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
I mean, that's...
I know it's not the same, and I couldn't use it.
How could you... Okay, I'm not even going to ask.
Because I'm not very
You know
coordinated.
what? No, I know. No doing your own stunts, Heidi.
I know. All right. They also have the minis.
The minis.
The minis, who range from ages 4 to 12. So if you have a 4-year-old or a 12-year-old...
4 through 12.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's true. If you have a child between the ages of 4 and 12, you can sign them up to audition for the minis.
Yes.
I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're an enthusiastic group of kids that love entertaining the Cleveland community. Catch them at Cavs home games.
Yeah. I don't know. Did we see them?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, I don't think we saw them. But I do think
We did see.
the Wine and Goldies.
Yes.
Yes. And remember,
We met a couple of wine and
we
goldies.
did on Tall Ships Day.
Yes.
That has got to be one of our best days, I think.
Yes.
Tall Ship Days. But they are a local group of seniors that still have moves. I remember saying that to that lady that we met, like, oh, I'd probably break a hip. But they are a co-ed dance crew, and they perform center court to classic hits, oldies but goodies, in today's top 40s.
Yes. Then they have No Limits.
No limits.
What is No Limits?
They are an enthusiastic group of special needs dancers who enjoy performing for the best fans in the NBA.
And they were there that night as well.
Yeah, because it was Autism Awareness Day.
Yes, and they have dancers in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. And they did a really great job with the choreography and including them.
Yeah. Inclusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so good. So some of these dancers are up in the stairs and everything, doing all of their moves and everything. I mean, No Limits wasn't necessarily doing that because they were in wheelchairs, but it's so great to watch all of these things.
Well, that's what I keep going back to. The Cavs games are just so energetic, and they really put a lot of resources into making sure that the crowd is always energized during these games.
Yeah, it was really, really awesome.
It is awesome. I love all the entertainment that they provide.
Oh, yeah. It was, and just the jumbo screen and how you can post on Instagram and they'll put it up on, or Twitter. You post on Twitter and they'll,
Yeah, if you hashtag.
Yep, hashtag, and they don't necessarily post all of them.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of people posting on Twitter. So.
And they have the fan cams too, where they show the fans throughout. Yeah.
And Drug Mart, if you can make your own signs.
Of course, Discount Drug Mart.
Yes. So Heidi loves Discount Drug Mart. If you
I
don't
do
know this.
love Discount.
So I mean, I do too.
We should see if they'll be a sponsor.
We should.
Yeah. Discount
Discount
Drug Mart.
Drug Mart, reach out.
They save you the runaround.
Yes, they do. They have. It's.
You know, they
anyways,
even sell like coconut milk and almond milk there now.
They do.
I know.
They sell a lot of stuff.
I know. I agree. I think that they sell some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Their wine and beer selection is on point.
they have most of their stuff is pretty on point.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
They have a lot of stuff.
Just saying, Discount Drug Mart wants to sponsor us. I am a frequent shopper. And you can get Cavs tickets through Discount Drug Mart
Yes.
and use your discount reward points for your tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. See, they save you the runaround. You can pick up your coconut milk and your Cavs tickets all in one shop.
Thank you for pointing that out.
My pleasure.
They have kind of their own little social media, the Cavs.
They do on their website.
Yeah. It's Cavs United, so check that out. Go to the Cavs website
And I think there's an app too for the Cavs.
There's podcasts.
Oh right, the podcast.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So check that out. You can subscribe to their Cavs United.
I think I would like to get a job working for the Cavs.
I know that you would.
I would. I think that I would really enjoy that. Or the Monsters. I would like to get a job at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Not Progressive Field?
No, I think I would do better with the Cavs or the Monsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna
Reach out.
I'm going to put my resume in today.
Okay. We have the website open for you.
Okay.
I
don't know what I'm qualified for, but
there are...
but I'm going to do it.
Just make sure that she has time to do our podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
There are several team shops throughout the venue as well.
Mm-hmm. And I think if you're a season ticket holder or one of those mini season ticket holders, I think that you get discounts at those team shops and at the food vendors as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I went with somebody one time who had those mini season tickets, partial season tickets, and they had discounts at the food vendors and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything is accessible pretty much. I mean, they have elevators, they have ramps, they have, seating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can buy tickets,
Very accessible.
Yes. The restrooms.
Very accessible. Lots of restrooms, like you pointed out. There's an abundance of restrooms.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to walk far to get to a restroom.
And this stadium has gender-neutral restrooms.
Yes.
Which I think is very progressive. I think it also, I remember when we were there for the Monsters, it had something where I could scan a code to either ask for help or...
oh, yeah.
There was some sort of...
There's people everywhere to ask for help, too.
Well, and I think that's why I would like to work for this stadium is because...
Arena,
because I think that they are very accommodating. Like, I think that a lot of the things that they do really kind of speak to my heart of, like, their accommodations and making sure that they're very progressive with all of their services that they provide.
Yeah. Vendors.
Oh, there's a lot of vendors.
Many, many, many vendors.
Yeah, like you said that night you got a pretzel. Oh, no, you got a pretzel at Harry Buffalo. I think I got popcorn that night.
Oh, yeah, they have popcorn, burgers.
This is a night that one thing that we should mention, because this is a night that I literally almost got ejected. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I'm a bit of a drama queen. Because I tried to pay for cash for my popcorn.
Oh, right.
So this is a cashless venue.
Right.
So you need to make sure you know. And then when we went for Adam Sandler...
I knew it was cashless.
Right.
I knew it was cashless. And I brought only cash.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about cashless vendors. I mean, I think it's safer for the vendor workers.
Yes.
And I think that it makes transactions go more smoothly. So I can see the upside of it from a business perspective.
Well, and from a business perspective, being in finance, there's less of a chance for theft.
Right. So,
and with COVID, a lot of places went cashless.
Yeah.
So I think that's...
But for a consumer who may be on a budget, or, for example, if you have a child and you're sending a child with another family or something like that, it's, from a consumer's point of view, cashless may not always be as convenient. But I can see from a business point of view.
But here's another thing I want to point out, and this is just my opinion. It costs money every time for a business. Every single time you scan a card, it costs that business money.
It does. And, also, this was a big debate with some friends that we went to dinner with the other night. And I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what Paul says. A lot of times when you're using those cards, they're asking then for a tip. And some people get upset about the whole tipping thing. Like, if they literally are just like when we went to the Guardians game, I got a fresh squeezed lemonade that they literally was pre-made and in a refrigerator. They literally just turned around and handed me the lemonade. And I'm not against tipping, so please don't think that. But it did ask for a tip. And Paul said that's part of the credit card thing. It's not necessarily the vendor that's doing that. That's something that's built into that credit card transaction. Yep. And so, again, I think this is where on the consumer end that it gets upsetting for the consumer for things like that. So,
I went to a dairy, like a convenience store. Around the corner from me. It's not one that I frequent often. I was driving past. I needed to pick up some milk for the baby. Went in, grabbed the milk, and I only had my card. They charged me because I only had my card.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, because I was going to say some people or some places you have to have like a minimum amount that before they'll use the card.
And there's a gas station right by where I work where you get charged more for using your card than if you were to use cash.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that because they get charged when you're using a card. So, anyways.
I know. Enough of that soapbox, but
yeah.
But this place is cashless.
Yeah.
So you have to bring your cards.
Yes. But there are many vendors within Rocket Mortgage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm trying to think of specific ones.
I think Quaker's there.
Yes.
I think, didn't we? Oh no, that was when we went to the Monsters. Because I feel like we ate some sort of chicken sandwich or something. I feel like Michael Simon, is he there?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure what their vendors are.
Well, I'm thinking because we were just at Progressive Field too.
Right. I know, so it's getting confusing.
Yeah, because they have so many vendors at Progressive Field as well.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings. Is Buffalo Wild Wings one?
I don't know. Don't quote us.
Yes.
But there are many vendors within.
You're not going to go hungry.
You will not.
Yeah. All I remember is the Monsters game, I got that warm cookie.
Oh,
and for the Cavs game, I got popcorn. So maybe it's just based on the venue.
Well, that is the same venue.
I know, but I mean, like, the entertainment. Like, is it a hockey game or a basketball game? Because I didn't smell those warm cookies at that basketball game.
We weren't sitting in the right spot.
Oh. That's true. So, and of course they do have, like, the alcohol options and then the soda options and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
All kinds of different stuff.
Well, I was just going to mention the alcohol options, but then I was like, I should say soda too.
Yeah. And water, of course.
Yes.
And then they have a Cavs Youth.
They do. Look on their website.
Different Cavs Youth programs.
Yeah, look on their website because there are a lot of different Cavs Youth programs and things that you can get your kids into.
Yeah.
So lots of affiliates. I know around here when you're driving around, there's actual signs like on the corners, like street corners and stuff, and it'll say the Cavs Youth, something about Cavs Youth. So definitely something to look into.
Yeah, for sure. They have. I mean, we looked briefly at it on their website, and there's many different things that you can get your kids involved in.
Right.
So it's worth taking a look at it. So.
I think community like that for your kids is good because then it's like getting them to meet more organic friendships. It's teaching them skills and development and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I agree. It was a fun game. Like you said, they did win the night we went.
It was a really fun game.
Yeah. I have no idea what the score was, but I do remember that they won.
Oh, you know what? I have notes.
I was going to ask you when you got here if you had notes, and I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Because I was telling you, write that down. I remember telling you that. It's so fun when we go out together. I just enjoy things, and I tell her to write stuff down.
Oh, they did a parachute drop of scratch-off lottery tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I didn't write anything else down.
So you weren't listening to me.
Yeah, I listened. I wrote stuff down, but Nikki, we wanted to mention Nikki, a new listener.
My neighbor?
No,
Oh.
it was somebody we met,
Oh. Was it our waitress?
possibly. Ooh, Desmond, we met at the Hairy Buffalo when we were coming back from the bathroom.
Did he rescue us?
He did not come into the ladies' room to rescue us. No, anywhere we go, like, Heidi engages with people. We'll be walking past somebody, and I don't even know how you started a conversation with Desmond, but she was walking back from the bathroom, and she just started talking to him, and
He probably had a shirt on that I liked or something.
probably, and so we just ended up talking and gave him a card, and
Yeah, that is true. I do that too much.
I don't think it's too much. I think it's awesome. No, I really do. I think it's great to start conversations with people, and
Yeah, and I'll talk to anybody.
I do that too a lot.
Yeah.
I get distracted though when I'm with people already.
I do that too.
I'm at the grocery store, and if I'm by myself is when I start doing that. You know what I mean? But when I'm with other people, I don't pay attention to other people, if that makes sense. So.
Do I do that, Matt?
Oh, you know who was at the Cavs game?
Who?
She's that TikTok famous grandma.
Oh, right. She was there.
She lives in Youngstown,
Yes.
which I did not know.
Yeah, I see her all the time on Instagram.
Do you? I see her on. I follow her on TikTok.
She threw out a Guardians pitch.
Yeah, I saw that on TikTok. But yeah, she was at the Cavs game that night when we were
She
there.
had courtside seats.
She did have courtside seats, and the funny thing is we were way up there, and we're sitting there, and I was like, "That's that grandma." And I didn't have glasses on. I literally just saw her, and I was like, "That is her."
Yeah.
She was not on the Jumbotron or anything.
But then eventually she did get put on there.
She did get put on there, and they welcomed her.
Yes.
They announced her and welcomed her, and I was like, "See, that is her."
Yeah. You should post a picture of her when you do our social.
I will.
For this episode.
Yeah.
So people know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I thought that was really awesome.
That was.
Yeah. We didn't get to meet her or anything, but she was there. We saw her.
No, she was way down there.
She had a shirt on that said "Straight Out of the Nursing Home."
Oh, yes, she did.
Yeah.
She has a good sense of humor, that lady.
She does.
Yeah.
I think it's great that her and her grandson have that kind of relationship, that they can joke around about stuff.
Right.
Like that, and
It'll be you and Theo.
It's a little bit racy, but
yeah,
I think it's good that they can have that relationship.
Yeah, like I said, it'll be you and Theo.
For sure, I hope so.
Do you want to mention about a little bit of history about the Cavs? For example, that Usher is an owner, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of celebrities.
2005.
Yeah. Well, he's like a part owner, minority
Yep.
owner. And then we did get the one championship in 2016.
Yes.
We have 5 conference titles.
Yes. And
I say we like I'm part of this team.
hey, look, we're all part of Cleveland, okay?
That's right. It's Cleveland against the world.
That's exactly.
And then 7 division titles.
And I did want to bring up Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Oh, yes, you did.
I love Z. So, but he played with the Cavs from 97 to 2010, and in 2012 became a part of the front office as a special advisor. So,
Oh, that could be my job, special advisor.
I don't think that you're quite as special as Z. Okay.
And he played center for the team.
Yes, he was the center. So, yeah, just a little bit of history and
For sure.
good stuff.
And they used to play at the Coliseum.
Oh, the Coliseum.
And now they play at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. So get your tickets today because the season's about to start.
Yeah, and yeah, it looks like some of the stuff is already starting to sell really quickly. So, yeah, grab your tickets.
So look for tickets because it is such a great fun time to go.
It really is. And tickets starting at $35, that's not bad.
And there's really not bad seats that you can have in the house either because they do have those big jumbotrons. And
Well, and the fact that they come up into the seats and with the entertainment as well, and
right.
it's just great.
It is.
So everybody should try to experience a game at least once in their lifetime. So go out and do it. YOLO.
Oh, you know what YOLO means?
I do.
Just not FOMO.
Just not FOMO.
I agree. YOLO.
I know what FOMO means now.
I know because I told you.
Thank you for that.
And also I would like to point out that Craig sided with me.
Craig did side with her on the popsicle issue.
And also on FOMO.
And
He did not side with me on the crust for the pizza.
What? That?
okay,
The
but
crust
FOMO
is
was
the
not
best.
an argument.
No, but he said 99.9% of people know what FOMO means, Tony.
It was not an argument, though.
He just validated.
Wait, what's the crust thing?
You know how we ordered that large pizza the other night and it comes round but cut square?
Yeah.
So Tony doesn't like if I don't eat my crust that she wants me to take an inner piece.
If you're not going to eat the crust, don't take a crust piece.
Yeah.
You agree?
I feel like they should. No, I'm not gonna say that, but I feel like you should have not ordered a pizza in the first place if you weren't gonna eat the crust.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't think that necessarily. But if there's, and it's cut in, if you cut it in triangles, you gotta take a crust piece. But if it's cut into squares, don't take the crust if you're not gonna eat the crust. Anyways, but Craig agreed with me.
Yeah, that's the one and only time.
Thank you, Craig.
So
And then the popsicle thing was, you know what the popsicle thing was.
Yeah, no, that was
the
we
freezer
already
pop.
brought-
He was
the
like, "You
topic
mean?"
got brought up.
He said, "You mean freezer pops?" Thank you, Craig.
Actually, he said freeze pops, but we'll.
Oh, I think that's actually what they're called, freeze pops. I just misspoke, but yeah, they're called freeze pops. Yes, 100%.
Do we have any debates for our audience today?
Oh, I have.
We
one.
could what?
Doors. What's more of? I don't know what's it. What is it more of? Doors or wheels?
What?
What if they're more of doors or wheels?
How would we know the answer to this?
I don't know.
What were you gonna say?
The debate that was just happened earlier. If somebody asks,
Are you
"Are you
interested?
interested in something?" For example, "Are you interested in going to this concert?" Would you assume that they are asking
Just that you're interested, or
that you want to go.
Yes.
I'm assuming they want to go, and to see if they want me to go as well.
Right.
Which is
so
my
the person
point.
asking, would you assume that the person asking you wants to go to this?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you assume that they're just asking to ask?
No particular reason. What do you
No,
like this?
there is a reason.
We don't need to get
I
into
used
detail.
it as a TV show. I said, would you be interested in this TV show? And Paul said, I don't think he will
need
like
to get
it.
into detail.
You're right. I don't. I was right on this one, too.
All right. Anyways, my point was that you need to be
More specific.
with men.
I agree
You
with that.
can't ask a question to a man and assume that they know what you're talking about. You have to be specific with men. So you are at fault in that way.
Okay. I was going to bring up more, but I'm not going to air out all my dirty laundry. I really all of Paul's
But I
stuff.
agree that yes, you were asking because you were interested.
Right.
I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
But men...
I appreciate that.
I'm not going to say what I wanted to say.
Anyways. We had a great time at the Cavs game.
We did.
Please make sure you tell us what you think about the debate. Do you need to be more specific, or is somebody just saying, are you interested? Should they take it to mean that we are all interested? And if you could please follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your audio podcasts, and check out and make sure to just subscribe. Check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to that for our video content. To become a supporter of this podcast, please click on the link in our Spotify bio and follow us on all of our social media channels and tag Heidi & Tony Explore Cleveland in your Cleveland adventures.
So as always, thanks for listening.
Until next time.